Andrew Mitchell, your fellow Conservative MP, has said it would be cheaper to put these people up in the Ritz Hotel in London than to send them back to Rwanda.
Well, I disagree with Andrew, and I'll probably be seeing him later today as it happens, Matt.
Well, you might put the point to him. I mean, but that is a fact. I mean, the cost of deporting these people by plane is enormous. And it's 135 in the first flight. You want to send thousands to Rwanda. It's going to cost a lot of money.
Matt, forgive me. Stop constantly telling me things and ask for my opinion. My opinion is, which you asked me about Andrew Mitchell, who is a very good friend of mine. I disagree with him on one or two issues. This is one of them. It is already costing us an absolute fortune to house these people in this country as they come across the channel. So you have to offset the cost of that against the cost of going to Rwanda. It is a project which we are going to investigate, see how it works. Let us see how it works. But if I may just say this, Matt, finally, that we have genuine asylum seekers from Ukraine, who we are housing and our friends are housing, and it's fantastic. And I think that is wonderful. But there's a fundamental difference between the Ukrainian refugees and the others. The Ukrainian refugees, first and foremost, are fully intent on returning to rebuild their country. And secondly, they don't come here and tell us to pull down our statues and rewrite our history.
Oh, come on. I mean, how many asylum seekers have told you to pull down statues? But we just, that's just an accusation. We don't know the answer to that, so let's not even go there. My final question to you, Sir Joel, is if, let's say a boat arrives tomorrow morning, on the shores of Dover, and there's a family on board that is from Ukraine, and they've come across the water because, human traffickers put them on that boat and they've paid the price. Do you send them to Rwanda too?
They will be treated the same way as anybody else, but I don't imagine there will be any Ukrainian refugees seeking to come to the United Kingdom by that means, because there are established means, and there are established means for others as well, and the Ukrainians are obeying the regulations and the rules, and some of them are very frustrated by the time that it is taking, but nevertheless they are obeying the rules.
Because there are established means for them, but some of these other people many of them coming across, don't have these established means and therefore don't get to be processed, in Poland.
Yeah, Matt, you seem to be completely and utterly oblivious of the numbers involved. Immigration into this country has been running at the rate of 250,000 a year. We cannot sustain that, Matt.
But we're sustaining it with the Ukrainians. We're welcoming them, which is a wonderful thing to do. But we're full up for the people on the boats, but we're not full up for Ukrainians. I just don't. I think it's rather inconsistent, don't you?
Because they're being taken into people's homes and they are going to return. They are not economic migrants, as most of those coming from other countries are.
Right. Okay, we're going to leave it there. So, Gerald Howarth, thank you very much indeed for coming on the programme.